And hello again, everyone. We welcome you to Columbus Grove High School. Big matchup tonight in the Northwest Conference. We'll see the Bulldogs of Columbus Grove entertain the Bearcats of Spencerville. With Miles Holliday, I'm Randy Roberts. Partner, a big one tonight. Spencerville's got a big win streak in the Northwest Conference on the line. Here's Columbus Grove playing the role of underdog, perhaps spoiler at home. But this place is full. JV game went quick. And now we're ready to go with some high school hoops.
And where else would you rather be than right here, right now, Randy Roberts? It is a fun matchup because when you look at both teams, if there's anybody in the conference that can maybe match up athleticism with Spencerville, it is Columbus Grove. So they have the guys on the perimeter that can match up with the Sensaballs, and it's kind of a big game if Columbus Grove wants to stay alive in this race. They have to get a win here tonight. Spencerville looks like they're going to run away with it if they get a win here.
They see Spencerville 4-0 in the conference, 14-0 overall. Columbus Grove trailing at 3-1, so they need this one tonight to create a logjam up front. Actually fell to a 5-6 with a loss on Tuesday when they fell to Liberty Benton 74-65. We'll get to the Bulldogs in just a couple of minutes, but first let's talk about the Bearcats of Spencerville under veteran head coach Kevin Sensabaugh. It's a team that gets up and down the floor this day and age. You don't hear this a lot, where a team is scoring 62.5 points per game. They are the two-time defending Northwest Conference champions, won 23 straight conference games overall. Their last loss came back January the 28th, 2022, when they fell at Bluffton 66-58.
Yeah, pretty good family there, the Sensaballs, when it comes to basketball, huh? Look at Will and Owen doing a great job scoring the basketball at 16 and 19 a game. But Carter Orr does so much for this basketball team inside. Without him, I'm not sure that they are undefeated. And early in the year, it was the big three that was carrying it. But Grady Smith and Jude Steeman have really stepped forward as the season has progressed. They're really quality players as well.
Meanwhile, for Columbus Grove, as we just mentioned, 5-6 overall, trying to create a three-way tie atop the Northwest Conference about halfway through the conference slate at 3-1. As we said, they fell Tuesday, had a big week. That's what a successful football team does to you. You're not playing 3 games a week here. They fell to Liberty Benton 74-65. It's done with a little bit more balance, not scoring as many points, 55 a game while allowing 57. But they've got a senior Trenton Braza guy we talked a little bit about during the football season. Gives them 12 points, about 5 rebounds. Trevin Baxter, a 6-foot junior, gives them about 11.5, 12 points a game. Brady Basinger, 10 points and about 6 rebounds. But it's who's not going to be in the lineup that affects the Bulldogs.
Yeah, Landon Best, who missed a lot of time during football with that hurt ankle. Kind of tweaked it again last week, so he will not be playing. So the bench gets a little bit short, and it's a shame because Landon Best was doing a really good job for this team, dishing out about 2 assists per game. So it's going to be the other guys who are going to have to step forward a great deal. And you wonder, Randy, you look at that lineup, there's a lot of athleticism, but one thing they do lack is quality height inside. So who's going to match up with Carter Orr? Now, that being said, maybe it doesn't get to a matchup, right? They just play up and down because of their athleticism. It should be a really fun matchup.
Time to take a look at some keys to the game for this one. Let's start some keys tonight for Spencerville.
Yeah, number one, everybody all week long has talked about the big matchup tomorrow night with Delta St. John's and Spencerville. Oh, you know what? That's tomorrow. You got to take care of things today, right?
Get to tomorrow, yep.
If you're not ready, you'll have a hiccup and you'll lose one to Columbus Grove and you're not undefeated anymore. Number two, Pickin and a Grinnin. They average 9 steals per game, and all those usually wind up in easy layups on the other end, so make sure you're applying that defensive pressure. And then post feed or perish. Carter Orr, absolutely love his game, Randy, inside. He is a stud, 6'4". Make sure you feed that post, or you just might perish here tonight.
That'll be keys to the game tonight for Columbus Grove.
Yeah, you got to get off to a fast start. This Spencerville team, man, they will blitz you early, outscoring their opponents 218 to 136 in that first quarter. And number two, challenge everything. You got to get a hand in everybody's face for Spencerville. Randy, they shoot 48% from the field, 36% behind the arc. And then the B squad. We talked about Best being out. Well, that's okay. There's a lot of other B guys. Basinger, Barraza, and Baxter. Between all 4 of those killer Bs, the B squad, they average 37 points a game. The B squad's got to have to play their A game here tonight.
Looking forward to a big one. It's Columbus Grove, Spencerville. We have it next here on WOSN. Randy and Miles back with you here, just about ready to go for this one tonight between Spencerville and Columbus Grove. Premier sponsor for our game tonight is Charles River in Spencerville. The premier pharmaceutical and chemical research facility in Northwest Ohio is hiring. Visit jobs.criver.com to apply today.
Got a nice scramble right away by Columbus Grove to get that tip, and Spencerville in high pressure, man-to-man.
We expect them to do that quite a bit. There's a ball knocked away. It's going to stay with Grove.
That was Steeman up top, poked it free. This is a very active Spencerville team. If you're not protecting that dribble, that's going to get knocked away.
Hopkins at the point. Tries to get that lob in. Comes in to Trenton Barraza. How does Trenton get away with getting to wear the same number, football and basketball?
Well, he might want to change it after that rejection right in his face. Nice defense by Spencerville early.
Turnaround jumper's going to be no good. Nice job at the box out and the clear out for the rebound. Nice little spin in the middle of the floor. Grove trying to match that athleticism. They'll turn it over. I'll get the steal back, and now we're going to have a little contact and a foul called on Spencerville.
Well, we were told that Landon Best, number 13, was not going to be able to go here tonight, but he is out there on the floor. Number 13, you see the left ankle with a little bit of a brace on it. How about the toughness, the tough-mindedness of Landon Best being out there?
Yeah, we were told he re-aggravated an injury. Actually, it was re-aggravated the surgery from the injury that he suffered in football season, as he missed a big bulk of the very successful football season that the Bulldogs had. Off the miss, here is the Bearcats. Sensabaugh gets the kick out. Jude Steeman with it. We'll swing it around.
And you see a little bit of a grimace on Landon Best on that little defensive moment.
Owen Sensabaugh had it knocked away. A ball was rebounded by Trevin Baxter. Baxter was able to kind of sit up.
Such a nice pass that was going to lead to an easy deuce. And they're going to get Trent Barraza with an extra step. And it's going to negate what would have been a first lead for Columbus Grove.
I was going to mention that Baxter got away with one off the rebound when he fell down. Still looking for our first score of the night on our scoreboard tonight, brought to you by Hawker Drywall and Plastering. Visit us at hawkerdrywall.com to see how we can help you. A lot of contact inside. We'll get a whistle and a foul.
Well, it's not every day that you see someone with a little bit more quickness than number 3, Trent Barraza. You didn't see it on the football field, but you see a little bit of a glimpse of how explosive Will Sensabaugh is right there as he dribbles right by Mr. All-Everything for Trent Barraza. Nice moment, Randy. In pregame or during the JV game, they honored the football team after their great season and honored Kylan Mays and Trent Barraza because of their all-state selection.
Columbus Grove trying to go inside. We're going to get a whistle and another travel call.
Trevin Baxter's going to catch it right on the low block. Little power dribble to get himself moved, but they're going to have too many pivot steps, and they're going to call that one. 2 traveling calls negates 2 easy baskets for Columbus Grove.
Will Sensabaugh able to bring this one into the front court, swings it over to his brother Owen. Owen to the basket, trying to go high off the window to avoid all the extra arms. Ball's knocked away. Bearcats able to get it back, and that's the way to get your first points of the night. How about the rim rattler for Carter Orr?
Oh, he made it look easy, didn't he? A little dunkalicious 2-4 to delivery.
2-0 on the scoreboard. Top-ranked Spencerville in front. Bulldogs trying to be a little patient now. 5-second call, a little too patient.
How about the pass right here by Owen Sensabaugh and the big fella? Says, I'll just stroll my way in through the paint. Randy Roberts off of 2 feet. How athletic is that?
Slightly more than what I can do.
I've seen you on a Fisher-Price rim. You're pretty good.
Now Sensabaugh from deep trying to add 3. That one's going to be no good. Tell you what, Columbus Grove's done a nice job boxing out. Long pass comes ahead. And the finish, finally for Columbus Grove, and it is Trenton Barraza.
Yeah, Best put it on a dime for Barraza. Easy finish. Love the mindset of these Bulldogs. They're going to attack.
Elbow jumper doesn't go. Orr with the offensive rebound. Stays flat-footed, can't get it to go. Third effort, needs a bounce, but drops through.
Oh, how smart is Carter Orr? Doesn't bring it back down, just goes and puts it back up while he's still in the air. He was levitating.
That's what it was. That swings this one around. Baxter in the paint looking for somewhere to go. Gets the kick out. dribble penetration. Now the corner three on the way. That one's going to be no good, as Will Sensabaugh is going to bring this one into the front court.
Even though Hopkins missed it, you like the attempt because it was aggressive and he was in rhythm.
And a screener for Owen Sensabaugh. A little scoop shot is no good. Another rebound for Baxter.
Remember, one of our keys tonight, challenge everything for Columbus Grove. So far, they have done just that against a very good Spencerville offensive team.
Trevin brings this one into the paint. Good dish and a good score for Kyle Hopkins.
Hoppity hop. Hopkins goes with that left hand with an easy finish. Don't look now, but this Columbus Grove team's here to play.
4-all with about 3.5 minutes to go in the opening quarter on our Hawker Drywall scoreboard. Will Sensabaugh swings this around to the wing. Out of Carter Orr. Orr's got all the points. Good kick. Corner three on the way. That one's going to be a little too much, but we've got a foul on the landing. And it looks like some free throws coming here for the Bearcats.
Yeah, Grady Smith catches it, open all by himself, and it's Trevin Baxter. The easy call because he's going to make contact with the shooter, and you cannot even come close to hitting a shooter nowadays. The referees are going to protect them. Easy call by the official.
So Grady Smith will go to the Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken free throw line. The first one's no good. Visit Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken in Lima, Wapak, Delvis, and St. Mary's. Call Lee's for all of your catering needs. Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken, where home style happens here.
Grady doesn't mess around at that free throw line, does he? A lot of guys will kind of read poetry, take forever. Not Grady. He gets that ball and he's going.
Now, I want to make sure I read the stats correctly. 35% from the free throw line?
Doesn't make sense, right, with that stroke? Yeah, I had 35% also, but
well, he gets 33% there as he gets 1 of 3.
But it's a nice looking free throw. It should be getting more.
Must be a lid on it or something.
He's shooting on those carnival rims.
It's a smaller hoop.
A little weave action up top as they're trying to get the inside post up to Baxter.
There it is. He's going to face up the basket from the baseline. Can't get it to go. Rebound's fought for. Putback went up for Brady Basinger, and we'll see what the call is here.
Well, if you watched this young man, Brady Basinger, play football, you know he likes contact. And if you did not know that, you know now, because look at him on that weak side, going right through to contact, and that's not just contact with anybody. That's Carter Orr. He just outfought him for that one.
And Carter Orr's going to pick up his second foul already. So Basinger, who's a 73% shooter, steps to the Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken free throw line, where he knocks down the first one.
Well, this is a Spencerville team that's going to get considerably smaller now, as they're going to bring in Gavin Schwartz, who's 6'2". Now a little pressure by Columbus Grove, 2-2-1. Get a guy that flashes in the middle if you're Spencerville. Tough to trap the quickness of Spencerville, but they get it done.
Yeah, travel is going to be called as Will Sensabaugh was stuck in the air between which way he wanted to fire a pass.
And Connor Coles calling all the right buttons right now, pushing all the right buttons, calling all the right plays. On the other side, Kevin Sensabaugh was arguing that ball had been tipped and it shouldn't have been a travel.
Gavin Barraza with the handoff. Now he's trying to get the basketball back. Instead, he'll swing it from side to side. Handoff was deflected. And officials are going to get together and talk about this one.
One coach is going to be happy, one's not. The official nearest to it said it had hit off the leg. The far side official called the over and back.
Well, now the officials have had their conference, and now they're going to show the findings to the coaches. Coach Sensabaugh.
You know what he's doing there? He's holding that one for later. He didn't want to argue too much. He's going to pocket that one, bring it back out in the third quarter if they need it.
So it will be Grove ball. So the officials ruled that did touch off the leg of a Spencerville player. Gavin Barraza swings this out to the wing for Trent. Now back to Gavin. Hesitation, a little crossover.
Spencerville doing a really good job of fronting the high post, making it difficult. And how about the active hands again? Leads to a near steal, but unfortunately, they're going to call Gavin Schwartz on a foul.
Just a little bit of contact. You'll see the ball saved from going out of bounds. Schwartz just bumped into, albeit slightly, Trenton Barraza.
Isn't that something how Trenton Barraza runs through that and 7 other guys that try to tackle him into fall, but he gets knocked to the ground on a little contact here in basketball.
Different type of contact. Here's a ball out of bounds.
A good effort, though, by Gavin Barraza to save that one. Steal a possession here for Columbus Grove.
Hopkins able to get the inbound in. Grove's been able to win the time of possession battle. Spin, trying to get to the basket. That one just rolls off the rim. So Will Sensabaugh comes up with a miss. He's going to be leaning into a little bit. And a foul's going to be called on Kyle Hopkins.
Boy, what an impressive sequence there for Will Sensabaugh. He goes about as high as possible to get that rebound and then has the wherewithal to put it on the ground. And the old wily guard in him able to pick up a foul by Kyle Hopkins by leaning into him. He is such an explosive play and a little run and jump now by Columbus Grove.
Bearcats with a basketball, down 1. Steeman for 3, can't get that to go as Hopkins gets the miss. Hopkins will flip a pass ahead. Nice job running the floor for Columbus Grove as Trent Barraza gets his second basket of the period.
A second fast break point of this basketball game. Barraza on the receiving end yet again.
Owen Sensabaugh able to draw some contact in the lane. Officials are going to discuss this. Nope, their one's going to go right to the table.
Yeah, you want to see a crossover. Watch it. Oh. Check your ankles. Are they broken? Oh, that was just nasty by Owen Sensabaugh. Through the legs and a little Allen Iverson-like crossover.
Yeah, Owen going right to the free throw line, then was told by the officials, nope, son, it's non-shooting. Turnaround going up strong with a left hand by Grady Smith. That one's no good. Now the long baseball pass ahead as Grove running the floor. The shot is up, no good. But we will see Trevin Baxter head to the least famous recipe chicken free throw line.
Well, no doubt about it. The game plan with Columbus Grove, every single time they play, if they get an opportunity to run, they're going to. And usually it's Spencerville that's the one that is out leading the track meet, but Columbus Grove here tonight. At some point in time, Spencerville is going to have to start jamming the rebounder. Don't let Hinton get that great pass up floor.
Trevin Baxter will miss his first least famous recipe chicken free throw line. Trevin 72% from the free throw line. Goes for the second, hits that one, so he splits the pair.
And allows them to set this 2-2-1, what they had a little bit of success with early, but this one was easy dissected by Spencerville.
Will Sensabaugh able to get to the basket. That one affected a little bit. Here's the run out again. And able to track it down is Baxter. Trying to get the entry pass to him. Took a little bit of work, but he gets it. Now we'll get a foul under the hoop. And are we going to see more free throws for Columbus Grove?
Watch number 13, Owen Sensabaugh. He's the one defending Trevin Baxter. And he says he's going to have a jump ball right there. You see him go double thumbs up. I had jump ball. Officials said, no, you got some of the arm too.
Owen Sensabaugh is going to pick up his first foul. Team's fourth. So Trevin Baxter just split from the least famous recipe chicken free throw line. We'll get 2 more as his first one's no good. Hit the second.
10-5, Columbus Grove staying with this 2-2-1. And when you play in the middle with it, it's easy to defeat. Spencerville is wised up to that.
And it's worked out for Grove, so they'll stick with it now. It's like switching to playing a 1-2-2, or are they just packing it in on the man?
Yeah, they're playing off their man because they realize that Spencerville is going to try and go here at about 8 seconds.
So in sense ball, fire away from deep. That one's going to be no good as Gage Sauter gets the miss. Another long pass ahead. This one's going to be thrown too far ahead.
You think Gage thought maybe the buzzer was going to go out a little bit sooner?
He must have.
Now with .3, you can still catch and release. It's going to be pretty tough to do, though.
Instead, all Spencerville will do is inbound it. That's it for the opening quarter. It's Columbus Grove who has Spencerville doubled up after one. Take a timeout and have the second quarter for you when we return. 10-5, Columbus Grove out in front of Spencerville after 1 quarter of play. Bearcats with the basketball. We're still looking for our first three-pointer of the night. And the three-pointers tonight are Matt's Heating and Cooling three-pointers. Instead, there's a look inside. That one just off the rim. It's been that kind of night shooting so far for Spencerville. Meanwhile, Grove's going to go right towards the basket. Good pivot around, but it doesn't go for Trent Maraza. Here's Sensaball to the basket again. This time, Owen is able to lay it up and in.
Oh, no doubt about it. Owen, if you don't stop him early, he's going to make you pay going coast to coast. 13 is lucky for Spencerville.
13 is also who has the basketball now for Columbus Grove. That is Landon Best. We'll get rid of this one. Over to Braza. Just swing it around. I get that entry pass inside. That's been Columbus Grove's MO. Good turnaround. That one's going to be no good. Carter Orr, playing with 2 fouls, has the miss. Outlet for Owen. Sensaball again. Kick into the corner. And the three a little too strong. Grady Smith, the athleticism on the rebound. And the putback is good.
Yeah, Grady Smith working that weak side. And then no help on the inbound for Columbus Grove. And Connor Coles has to call timeout. Can't leave the inbounder, guys. Got to pass it to someone.
Yeah, it's going to be a Metzger Financial Services timeout. Helping you plan your financial future. Call 419-225-6067 or visit MetzgerFinancialServices.com. So with a stoppage, let's take a timeout as well here on WOSN. Oh, much better start for the second period for Spencerville. They've put back-to-back baskets together, making 10-9.
Yeah, how about the cheerleaders, Randy? You like the outfits?
We got a little bit of everything going on here. So did you get an explanation?
It's throwback night.
Okay,
yeah,
so we've got...
So they put a call out to former cheerleaders that they had the uniform that they wore, if they could borrow them for tonight and kind of honor the different looks that the cheerleaders have worn here at Columbus Grove.
Good look. About the good look there, getting the score inside.
And Trevin Baxter with a nice cut and easy to finish with that left hand. Needed a basket as it had been all Spencerville here to start the second quarter.
Pushes that lead back to 3. As Grady Smith will try from deep. That one well off the mark. This one heads out of bounds. Good heads-up play by Columbus Grove to let that go.
That draws nothing but AIR, and unfortunately for him, he does it right in front of the Columbus Grove student section, so they let him know all about it.
No worse place, right?
Very active student section on the floor, very loud.
Gavin Braza able to bring that one into the front court. That is one thing that has also not changed from football season.
No light show here, though.
Yeah, not yet.
They'll be the first ones, won't they?
We haven't gotten to halftime. Turnaround lefty look no good for Baxter.
Yeah, much better job by Spencerville early here in the second quarter of defensive rebounding the basketball. No second chance points so far for Columbus Grove.
A reach-in call once Owen Sensaball got a step inside the elbow. And on cue, the first three-pointer falls for the Bearcats after the whistle was blown.
Uncharacteristic for Spencerville. Came in shooting 36% from behind the arc. Still kind of hunting that one. And if you're Kevin Sensaball, you got to realize, too, you're down by 3, and you really haven't played well. So you could be a lot worse.
Their defense has really kept them in, and here's Orr. Good job of that pass over the top. As Owen Sensaball has it, top of the key, and Owen will draw the foul as he begins his drive.
I think they're going to whistle. Is it best that they're going to whistle it on? Yeah, it is indeed. Smart move. Anytime everybody, social media, kids know everybody now, and they know Best has got the ankle issue. If you got him on you and you're on the perimeter, why not try and take him to the hole, see if you can keep up.
Carter Orr swings this one around. Spencerville still works the perimeter. Here's Owen Sensaball. Owen's going to lose the handle, gets it back. Corner 3, that one hits iron, but it's no good. And rebound grabbed. And now Carter Orr, he's going to get the tie-up. I was about ready to say he's going to pick up his third foul.
Oh, there was a giant hush because they thought, it was going to be the third foul on Carter Orr. He's like, please, 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 jump ball. Gets it. Huge bullet dodged by Spencerville on that one.
Grove has the arrow, so they'll maintain possession here. 12-9. 5 minutes left to go. Second quarter. Scoreboard tonight brought to you by Halker Drywall and Plastering. Visit us at HalkerDrywall.com to see how we can help you. Now there's the First really big block. Jude Steeman comes up with that one. Sensabaugh's pass out to the wings, taken away. Here is the transition again, and the layup no good. Looked like Trenton Barraza unsure what he was going to finish with, and in the process, rolls it off the rim.
Yeah, you said it right. It looked as if he had thoughts in his mind. Maybe I should rim rattle. And then at the last second, tried to finger roll it in.
Now, baseline drive is going to lead to a step out of bounds, it looks like. Or did they call? I guess Landon Best, the last one to commit a foul, so that's the foul on him. So Owen Sensabaugh steps on the baseline on the drive. We've got a ton of action, just none of it involves the ball going through the cylinder.
It's been close a couple times.
We've seen one guy kind of slam it through with authority, and that's been about it. Here's Landon Best, bum ankle and all, into the paint, now trying to reach in. That one's going to be no good.
Well, what a difference with Carter Orr on the floor. You beat someone off the dribble, and then you got the big 6'4" guy that comes on over. Made that really difficult for Columbus Grove.
Stepping back is Orr. His three's no good. Rebound grabbed in traffic by Kyle Hopkins. Hopkins comes into the front court. Hopkins, couple moves, now stopped at the free throw line. Gives behind him a little hesitation. Braza along the baseline. And what a move to get his defender in the air. And the score for Brady Basinger.
Well, we said the B squad's going to have to give an A effort. And Brady Basinger, he's going to give it right there. Randy Roberts, the up fake, still undefeated.
So foul's going to go on Grady Smith. That's his first. So here's Brady Basinger from the Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken free throw line to try to convert the three-point play. Takes his time, fires away, buries the free throw.
Well, you thought Spencerville had figured some things out to start this second quarter, and they're going to start to assert themselves. But great response by Columbus Grove, now up to 6.
Cut what was a 5-point lead to 1 thanks to a couple of quick baskets. It's been all Grove since then, all 5 points on the run. But with points at a premium, that's enough. Sensabaugh had someone take a whack at him on his drive. It looks like he's going to.
Now watch his first step by Sensabaugh right there. Oh, so explosive. It just goes by Gavin Barraza, who is a tremendous athlete. But that is just crazy quickness.
It's going to be Basinger that picks up the foul. So Owen Sensabaugh, the 73% free throw shooter, will step to the Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken free throw line. Visit Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken in Lima, Wapak, Douglas, and St. Mary's. He'll split the free throws. Just 3 points, just 3 more than what his brother has. The two come in combining for about 34-35 a night. Spin inside, trying to go off the high glass. It's no good. Basinger with the putback will get it.
This might be a double whammy for Spencerville. The old-fashioned three-point play on the spinner-Ernie right there by Basinger. Goes up and gets his own rebound. And I thought for a second they're going to say it was on Carter Orr, but it's not. It's going to go on Gavin Schwartz, and unfortunately, that's his third foul.
So now a three-point play opportunity for Basinger as he steps to the Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken free throw line. Visit Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken in Lima, Wapak, Douglas, and St. Mary's. Call Lee's for all your catering needs. Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken, where home style happens here. And that is now 8 points for the 6'2 sophomore for the Bulldogs.
Spencerville got to control the last 2:42 of this one. And I love the aggressiveness by Will Sensabaugh. You beat that pressure, and then no one stops you. Just go as far as you can. Down by 8, Randy. This is not territory Spencerville is very used to being in.
So Will Sensabaugh, the 82% free thrower, have his first opportunity from the Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken free throw line. First one's off the mark. He'll get one more.
We'll see if he takes a chicken finger and dips it right into the gravy on this one.
Nope. Left him out in the cold, which I'm sure they're probably still good cold.
Chicken fingers are great, always, especially Lee's chicken fingers.
Missed opportunity there for the Bearcats.
Tried a high post exchange, well defended by Spencerville.
Brazza with the basket. Corner three, that one hits the iron. Rebound tracked down Owen Sensabaugh. Still looking for that first Matt's Heating and Cooling three-pointer of the night. Surprising, we've gone this long into a Spencerville game without a three. He's got high-low, and it leads to the basket for Carter Orr.
Yeah, I'm not sure how you leave the guy that's 6'4" alone on the low block, but they took their eyes off it. They were so concerned about the dribbling of Sensabaugh. Easy deuce for Carter Orr.
Ball comes up top of the key. Landon Best with it. Swings it around for Basinger. Basinger just holds. Now with the show back to Landon Best. Waits for the cutter. Couldn't find anything. Said Basinger at three. Spins out.
It was a good look as Spencerville had overplayed that screen and he was free. Go ahead and shoot that one because you're all by yourself.
And now a wraparound foul called here as they get the entry pass to Orr on that low block.
Love the mindset here of late for Spencerville to keep going to that low block. This is not a Columbus Grove team that is well equipped to handle the 6'4" Carter Orr.
A second foul in Trenton Barraza. That's also the fifth team foul. So Carter Orr will go to Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken free throw line to shoot the double bonus, where he will miss the first.
Do you think Kevin Sensabaugh might bring up free throw shooting at halftime?
Something.
They
Can they take a basket into the locker room and practice at halftime?
Might roll up some papers and get the garbage can and work on it that way. It's kind of uncharacteristic. It's been very odd. They're 72% rock solid from the free throw line all year.
Now officials, they had the foul wrong on the board. It's actually they have the second on Barraza, and it's going to go on Basinger. So instead of 2 on number 3, I believe it's 3 on number 2.
Yeah, 3 and 2, easy to get confused.
They're trying to get it.
They're really close, if I remember correctly.
That sounds about right. Both free throws off the mark, so with 1:10 to go in our Hawker Drywall scoreboard. So 18-12 is the entry pass inside, and the score good for Basinger.
Yeah, a nice pass by Soddard into Basinger, but it was all started by improper closeout on the wing by Spencerville.
And a game tonight again brought to you by Charles River in Spencerville. The premier pharmaceutical and chemical research facility in Northwest Ohio is hiring. Visit jobs.criver.com to apply today. Miss for Spencerville, another one. Does Columbus Grove run out this final 30-plus seconds of the half?
Did you see how high Trent Barraza got on that rebound? No doubt about it. He overthought that dunk attempt earlier, right? Because I think he could have done it.
Grove players making sure they get in the right spots here. 20 seconds to go, opening half. 20-12 Grove, and now we will get a foul in the corner.
Barraza going to be free, recognizes the late closeout by Steeman. And he tries to go baseline, and Steeman tries to close it off, get that foot on the out-of-bounds line, but a little tardy doing so.
Just a little incidental contact. Basinger gets the lob in as they bring this around. 3 ball off the mark. 2 players both jump for the basketball, missed the ball. Saved in the corner. Right to Will Sensabaugh. Will with 6. Will's going to find Owen. Owen Sensabaugh. Foul's going to be called. 2.9 seconds, and we will see Owen Sensabaugh shoot a couple of Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken free throws.
Yeah, watch Landon Best come out, tries to get the back tap from behind. A little bit confused, though. I'm confused about the free throw shooting at Spencerville. It hasn't been really good in the first half. But I'm confused on the other end. If you're going to run the clock down, why are you shooting before 5, right? It allowed Spencerville an opportunity and almost got the opportunity to get a bucket there.
And both Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken free throws no good. Putback attempt is no good as well. We have reached the half. A bit of a surprise here in Grove, where the Bulldogs lead Spencerville at the half, 20-12. Take a timeout. Have the second half for you when we return. Halftime here from Columbus Grove, 20-12. The Bulldogs lead Spencerville. So the Bearcats have their 23-game Northwest Conference win streak on the line. And it's going to be tough to do shooting the way they shot the basketball. See, that's the size ball they need.
Look, if they had these at the free throw line, I think they'd be better than 2 of 10. 2 of 10 at the free throw line in the first half for Spencerville, and nobody's made a 3-ball here tonight. And this is a Spencerville team that loves to score the basket, love to make it, and their offense is usually sweet, Randy. But how about our guy Curtis Aldrich? Look what he won.
Can we get him to smile though? What's the you want a cake? Why the frowny face?
I think he said it was red velvet. So congratulations, Curtis. He said he knocked over 2 little kids to get it.
He was proud in saying it. So Spencerville with the basketball as we begin our third quarter. Bearcats trying to get on track. 0 from behind the arc, 2 of 10 from the line. They'll turn it over in their first possession. Columbus Grove doesn't. Trevin Baxter is going to score.
Yeah, really nice play by Barraza to first get the turnover, but then push the tempo and force the defender to come to him to make that easy pass.
We'll look inside, and we'll get a foul, and Will Sensabaugh, who was held scoreless that opening half, will go to the least famous recipe chicken free throw line.
A good recognition by Will, noticing that Landon Best was on his hip, wasn't squared up to take him away. So keep on going, go through the contact, get yourself to the free throw line.
First attempt for Will is good. That gets him on the scoreboard tonight in the free throw line. Brought to you by Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken in Lima, Wapak, Douglas, and St. Mary's. Call Lee's for all of your catering needs. Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken, where home style happens here.
Now, I think you'll see a lot of number 2, Will Sensabaugh, attacking the lane, moving forward. And how about this? A little 1-3-1, 3-quarter. Somewhere Rick Pitino is smiling.
Kyle Hopkins nearly turned it over. Now a 10-second call. So Spencerville does get the turnover.
Kevin Sensabaugh didn't like how that first half went. You know, fellas, we got to mix some things up. Gets a turnover right away.
So Bearcats with the basketball back, down 8 on our Halker drywall and plastering scoreboard. Rise and fire, no good, but the putback, good for Carter Orr.
Now, second time in this game, Randy, that he hasn't even brought the offensive rebound down. Just finishes while he's in the air.
Carter Orr, half the offense. He's got 8 of the 16. Ball's deflected, but a heads-up play to get it to Grove. Shot in the lane's going to be no good. Here's Owen Sensabaugh. Owen will spin a Rooney to the basket. He'll score.
Well, you sense a little more urgency out of this Spencerville group. Got the lead down to 4 now.
Now applying that pressure again. This time, Grove will make sure they get it into the front court. Back out here's Landon Best at the wing. He'll have it poked away. Tracks it down in the corner.
Well, I love how Spencerville is playing this 1-3-1. It's not ultra aggressive. They're going to wait until you make a decision, then they're going to come attack you.
Here's Hopkins. He will hit the first Matt's Heating and Cooling three-pointer of the night.
How about Hoppity Hop Hopkins? He is not afraid to let it fly. Release, rotation, and splash.
Three-pointers tonight brought to you by Matt's Heating and Cooling is your home in the energy-efficient zone. Call Matt's Heating and Cooling or go to callmattsheating.com to schedule your free estimate.
Well, no doubt about it. Kevin Sensabaugh said to his guys at halftime, you are going to attack the rim on your dribble. They have been ultra-aggressive here in the second half.
Time it was Owen able to score. A good ball fake trying to get in against that defense. It's Hopkins again. His floater is good.
A nice court awareness by Hopkins. Going to the free throw line and not getting too tricky with it. Going up straight, rise and fire, young man.
Kyle Hopkins now with 7. It's also the Columbus Grove lead here. 5:15 to go in our third quarter. Sensabaugh about the bank-in 3 for Will Sensabaugh.
Oh, a little smooch. High glass smooch. Grady Smith. Big time shot.
That's another Matt's Heating and Cooling three-pointer. We got ourselves a ball game now, 27-23.
You got to call that, right? Don't you?
Yeah.
I mean, if it's playground, you're getting made fun of, but it still counts.
There's Kyle Hopkins ready to start the offense with that left-hand dribble. So right into the baseline. Basinger able to make his way to the hoop and score.
Well, Kyle Hopkins definitely is comfortable against a 1-3-1. He has been the guy that has led the charge. First with a 3 bucket, and that time with an assist.
Brady Basinger now up to 12, but Spencerville able to answer as Will Sensabaugh gets his first 2-point basket of the night.
Yeah, back to man-to-man. Good move by Kevin Sensabaugh as Columbus Grove had done a really good job against that 1-3-1, and now they're doing a good job against the man.
Well, Basinger with a left hand able to get in and score, and we've got ourselves a Metzger Financial Services timeout, helping you plan your financial future. Call 419-225-6067 or visit MetzgerFinancialServices.com. So with the stoppage, let's take a timeout here on WOSN. 6-point lead for Columbus Grove. They have been able to answer every time Spencerville comes at them, especially here in this third period.
A run and jump now by Columbus Grove out of the timeout.
Sensabaughs have it up top. Skip pass over that top. Steven with the extra pass. And the Max Heating and Cooling 3-pointer. Good for Owen Sensabaugh.
Yeah, Owen. He delivers the O with the big 3, number 13, but he loves the number 3.
Slashes that Grove lead in half.
Did you like how Owen kind of left it up in the air too? Letting everybody see how pretty it is.
So the Bulldogs will go side to side till they see something inside. And there's one just mishandled. Not a lot of times to see Owen Sensabaugh have some trouble.
Yeah, not first, but Trent Barraz goes off his hands and goes off the hands of Owen Sensabaugh. How many times will you see that? Two great athletes not be able to handle the basketball.
Columbus Grove will retain possession. Lob thrown a little bit away from Gage Sauter, but he's able to track it down in the corner. Gage at the wing. Gets this out to Brady Basinger. The game Brady's had today.
Not afraid to pound the post, is he? He is a physical dude. He is not back down from Carter Orr.
Columbus Grove back to doing what made them so successful that opening half. They'll hold on to the basketball as long as they can, up 3.
Yeah, if you ever play that high post, they will slip it and get you on a backdoor cut. And they're not afraid to work some clock and be patient.
Down to 2:40 to go. Here's Hopkins to the basket. That was going to be no good. Felt the defense coming from the side. And now it's Owen Sensabaugh. Owen gets the kick out. There's the extra pass to Will. 3 off the front of the iron, and we've got a whistle on the rebound, and this is going to go on the Bearcats.
Well, had that 3 gone down right here, the black pack, the student section for Spencerville, right underneath our broadcast position, they all got to their feet. They're going to explode, but unfortunately for Spencerville, it draws nothing but front iron.
Second foul on Jude Stevens. First of the half whistled against Spencerville, so Grove gets it back with 2:15 to go in the third quarter. Lob inside, Braz, that one blocked away. Carter Orr gets involved on defense.
That great help side by 24 coming over, marking that one, denied.
Now Will Sensabaugh into the paint. His pull-up jumper just hangs on the iron. Thought that was going to get wedged in for a moment. Grove gets the miss, and now they'll walk it into the front court again. Here's Hopkins. Official to play on with that off arm. Now the 3 from the top is good for Basinger.
Basinger first inside, now outside. 33% from behind the arc on the year. 100% that time.
Knocks down the Max Heating and Cooling 3-pointer. Now we'll have a foul on the other end. This one is going to go on Grove. I believe they're going to call in Trevin Baxter.
I see a little bit of a bump by Will. Yeah, it's going to be Spencerville ball out of bounds right there.
Yeah, Trevin Baxter is going to pick up his 3rd foul. Lob into the corner for Sensabaugh along the baseline. It's no good for Owen, but he's able to draw the foul, and he's going to go to the least famous recipe chicken free throw line.
You want to watch guys that know how to attack the basket. Watch Owen Sensabaugh. A lot of guys, when they get that contact, they kind of close their eyes or they take their eyes somewhere else. His eyes stay on the rim the whole time. Unfortunately, can't make that first one.
Second one drops through. needed an extra moment for dramatic effect.
Well, I think this one's going to have a lot of high drama in the fourth quarter.
The ball poked away at midcourt. It's going to lead to the steal. As Spencerville somehow kept that from going out of bounds against some defense. Can't get it to go. Gavin Schwartz right there to clean it up. Now a straight on three, no. Rebound lost out of bounds, and Grove will have it.
Now, Will Sensabaugh had about as clean of a look that you can get. Just a little bit too strong on it. Would have been a huge bucket after the pick of the pocket by his brother, Owen.
Our game tonight brought to you by Charles River in Spencerville. The premier pharmaceutical and chemical research facility in Northwest Ohio is hiring. Visit jobs.criver.com to apply today. See what Columbus Grove does as we roll down under 40 seconds to go in our third period. Trying to get the entry to that low block. Didn't like what they saw. They'll pop it up top. Gavin Barraza will swing it around. Back to Kyle Hopkins. Hopkins is going to come back near the timeline.
They had this situation in the first half, and they went a little bit too quick and allowed Spencerville to have another shot right before the buzzer. Let's see if they execute this basketball situation awareness a little bit better.
Hopkins wants a clear out. I wonder at what point does he get called for the offensive foul as he uses that off arm. He's going to step back, fires from deep. Basinger can't get the putback, but he's going to be fouled, and he's going to shoot two Lee's famous recipe chicken free throws.
Now, they're going to get Grady Smith on the box out. Yep, they are right there. It's going to be his second. Well, Brady Basinger, how big has he been for the Bulldogs here tonight? Hit a three, been fantastic inside. That time, just the effort getting it done.
And the sophomore, half of the offense for Columbus Grove. He's got 17 of the 34. And adds to it as he knocks down the first Lee's famous recipe chicken free throw. And he's also going to tell his guys, hey, be smart on the other end.
Is that what the signal was, pointing to the head like that? I thought it was Will Howard audibling at the line of scrimmage for the Buckeyes.
Second one on the way is good. Oh, they played some sort of football game earlier this week? Chance for three at the horn's going to be no good. That's how our third quarter will end. 36-29 Grove will take a timeout here on WOSN. 36-29 Columbus Grove out in front of Spencerville as we begin our fourth and final quarter.
Ooh, you're putting it out there. We might just have overtime, though.
Okay,
the way you said it like that.
Sorry.
You're tempting things. I like it, though. I'll take free basketball.
Don't know how many times it didn't look that much into detail that Spencerville trailed heading into the fourth quarter on their current 23-game Northwest Conference win streak. Also, obviously, 14-0, 14 straight regular season wins. And that extends into last year as well. Turnaround, switching hands, no good for Trayvon Baxter. Now the Bearcats with it. Will Sensabaugh had it. He's going to get the basketball back. Will got a screen. Steps back, fires from deep, buries the Matt's Heating and Cooling three-pointer.
Oh, did you see the giant sigh of relief as that one went through? Will Sensabaugh happy to finally find the bottom of the net on that one.
He's in the double digits now with 10. That leads down to 4. Three-pointers tonight are brought to you by Matt's Heating and Cooling is your home in the energy efficient zone. Call Matt's Heating and Cooling or go to callmattsheating.com to schedule your free estimate.
Well, I believe, this is going to be on Carter Orr. He's going to get his hand caught in the cookie jar like a young Randy Roberts right before snack time.
Never caught.
He was out there being handsy where he probably shouldn't have been.
And now the officials are going to check the jersey. Is there a little bit of blood?
Yeah, I believe so.
On Trenton Barraza.
That or he wants to know who his tailor is.
So they're going to go right to Coach Coles. Point it out. Now, remember the old days, you would find either the JV kid or someone you knew wasn't going to, hey, give him his jersey for a minute.
Hey, I remember back in the day in football where you just would have a helmet buddy and you trade helmets. You weren't going to have that kid on the sideline for long. Take a helmet off of a young guy, put it on him, get him back out on the field. I have a feeling they'll get Trent Barraza back in there right away.
Bulldogs will have to make a change while he gets the blood cleaned up off the uni. It looks like he's already ready to go.
Well, they're really letting him play up top. A lot of contact.
Baxter with it inside the center circle. Now switches to a right-hand dribble, sends that off to the left wing. Landon Best with it. Landon Best to the basket. And Carter Orr, that's not, it's going to be a foul. I don't think it's going to go in Carter Orr, at least early indication. This was whistled on Gavin Schwartz, who gets his fourth.
That was on Schwartz, who came over with the tomahawk chop. Easy call by the official. And if you get beat off the dribble, basketball karma says you will commit a foul.
So Landon Best, the 6-foot junior, will go to Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken free throw line, where he knocks down the first one. And the unfortunate ankle injury in the football season. Looks like he's battled back from that. Miles mentioned, you can see it, that ankle taped up just a tad.
Yeah, we were told that he had tweaked it against Liberty Benton. He wasn't going to be able to go. He's going to be out for some time, but got to admire his toughness to get in this one.
I knew this was going to be a big one. There's the inside out. And that heating cooling three-pointer is going to be no good. Nice job of the rebound for Basinger. It's the outlet to Landon as Best gets across the timeline. 6 minutes, 10 seconds left to play, and our scoreboard tonight brought to you by Hawker Drywall and Plastering. Visit us at hawkerdrywall.com to see how we can help you. Kyle Hopkins with that left hand, and Coach Coles wants to use a Metzger Financial Services timeout, helping you plan your financial future. Call 419-225-6067 or visit MetzgerFinancialServices.com. 5:59 to play, timeout on the floor. We'll take one as well here on WOSN. 38-32, Columbus Grove out in front of Spencerville here. Still 5:59 to play. As you see the Grove bench still coaching even at the end of that timeout.
Yeah, a young man in the red hoodie right there, Kylan Mays. He was honored during the JV game with the rest of the Grove football team. First team All-State. Boy, he was a heck of a football player during the fall, wasn't he?
He was.
Battling a little bit of an injury, or else he'd be on the floor here tonight.
This Grove team got off to the late start because of the success in football. 5-6, but still very much alive in the Northwest Conference at 3-1.
Yeah, a little run and jump on the side of Spencerville as well.
Good play from Trevin Baxter as he's going to draw a foul against Owen Sensabaugh. That's going to be his second, team's third.
Both coaches, you better be aware. When you call timeout, you might not get that same defense that you saw when you called the timeout. And boy, dangerously on that line, it does result in a steal for Spencerville.
Yeah, Baxter tried to stay in bounds, just driving the other way as Owen Sensabaugh is going to step to the Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken free throw line.
One of those rare players, Randy, that is faster with the ball in his hands than he is running.
Seems like it.
Yeah, he definitely picks up a couple miles per hour.
Owen goes to the Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken free throw line where he knocks down the first one.
And the great players know how to lift their teammates, know how to play big when they need them. Be the guy that they rally around, and Owen establishing himself as that guy.
He's got 13 points now after the two makes, and we have ourselves another Metzger Financial Services timeout. So 38-34 here. 5:28 now remaining.
Now, at some point in time, you're Columbus Grove, and you've kind of dictated the tempo of this game. You've had the lead as high as 10, and you keep looking at that scoreboard, and it's down to 4 again. And you're like, wow, there's still 5:28 left. It's tougher to play when you're being chased the whole time, and then you're the guy that is still working hard to get them, especially with the explosiveness of Spencerville. And, 2 possessions, and the next thing you know, you're behind against them.
For Spencerville, this is part of a big double weekend. They're going to be in action tomorrow. That is Saturday as well. Delphi St. John's, I understand. Few people are going to attend that one.
I heard it sold out in 5 minutes.
Well, yeah, when you buy all the tickets, that is something that happens.
It'll be the third sellout of the year there.
Game at the Vatican, if I'm...
It is?
Yeah, okay.
Yep. A great venue. If you haven't been, I was going to say go tomorrow, but you can't. But definitely,
unless you bought a ticket.
Definitely go. It's got a Cameron Indoor feel to it, and the action is unbelievable.
But I'm the mayor. They'll let me in,
Yeah, they
right?
sure will.
Okay. Miles and I have our own game that we'll be attending to. Here's a score and the foul as Trent Barraza is going to have a chance at a three-point play.
How about Trent Barraza? He's going to give you a little fake. I'm going to dump it off. No, I'm not. I'm going to tag Jude Steeman and go through to contact for the old-fashioned. And I think Trent Barraza heard us talking about great players and great moments. And says, you know what? Don't forget about me.
So now he'll step to the least famous recipe chicken free throw line. Gets the free throw. Gives him 7 points on the night. Extends that lead back to 7. 41-34. You see it our Hawker Drywall and Plastering scoreboard. Still plenty of time. Here's the answer on the other end. Jude Stevens scores for the first time tonight.
Yeah, and a really nice job by Steeman protecting the ball, going up and finishing.
Steven, by the way, just a freshman. To
Yeah,
go along with the sophomore that is Will Sensabaugh and the junior that is Owen Sensabaugh.
Yeah, it's a little bit scary when you think about it, right? You forget as you watch them play.
Good inside out on the entry pass. Grove didn't like it, so they'll reset. 3 up by the perimeter into the baseline. Kyle Hopkins will come back out. Hopkins will send this one over the top.
This zone look where they're looking to trap everywhere is being handled extremely well by Columbus Grove.
Ross is going to get inside. It looks like he is going to draw the foul.
And Barraza just slips through where nobody's at, and he is going to be contacted by Will Sensabaugh, his first. Will didn't like the call, but the contact underneath was what did it.
So Barraza will go to the least famous recipe chicken free throw line. Official now over at the scorers table. So I believe the case is one of the officials, when he went to signal the foul, actually gave more of the basket is good as if it was a goaltending, because we did see the net flipped up, so they wanted to make sure that it was in fact 2 free throws. First one no good for Barraza. We'll get one more. Second effort is good. So he splits the least famous recipe chicken free throws.
I love the fact that Columbus Grove answers every time Spencerville makes a little bit of a run, and you think they're going to seize control of this game.
Oh, and Sensabaugh lose the handle. This one's going to be taken away. How quick is Will to get back? Play a little defense, and we're going to have an offensive foul.
Well, I thought originally they were going to call it off the knee. You're going to see right here, Will pokes it off the knee, but yes, the continuation. Great job by Gavin Schwartz, who gambled with those 4 fouls to get the charge. Fantastic work, and it's not a natural thing to let another man run right into your chest at full speed.
That is going to be the 4th foul called on Trevin Baxter. So he'll stay out with 4. About the step back attempt. Will Sensabaugh can't get the 3. Rebound tipped up, still loose on the floor. It's out of bounds. Officials are going to discuss, and it's going to be Spencerville ball.
Oh, you can't tell me this game doesn't mean a lot to both these teams. Look at the effort. Elite level stuff. Laying out, diving, trying to get it.
Bearcats have the lob. It looked at first like it was going to be taken away, and now a foul as Owen Sensabaugh began backing down his defender. Coach Cole's up off the bench wants an explanation.
I loved his reaction when he didn't get the answer that he wanted. Both coaches have done a really wonderful job of working the officials in a nice manner. And the officials, Randy, this has been a tough one to call, but they've done a good job.
3 attempt for Owen Sensabaugh is left a little short. pass along the baseline was deflected off the backside of the backboard. So Spencerville will keep it with 3.5 minutes still to play.
That's one of those odd rules of basketball, isn't it? It's in play. It's hit the backside. Why is that not in?
I mean, the hoop comes out, right? It's not like right under the backboard is out of bounds. There's a steal, and we're going to have a foul. And this is going to go on Spencerville, and the fans in black underneath us a little upset.
Now Owen Sensabaugh is going to be whistled for it. Where everybody in Spencerville garb says Landon Best had pushed him.
Is the third foul on Owen, also the 5th team foul. So Landon Best is going to shoot 2 Lee's famous recipe chicken free throws, thanks to the double bonus. First one is good. 3 points tonight for the junior. All of them have come from the line. This is a confident bunch to begin with in Grove, but the longer they play out in front, the shorter this game gets. You got to believe that confidence just builds. As officials are going to hold up play. Was there a substitution at the table? There was. Spencerville just in a hurry.
Hey, Randy, you brought up that they're a confident group, especially tonight, because every time Spencerville, they've gotten to 4, and you're like, oh, and here we go. Spencerville's going to establish themselves. They have answered every single time.
This is one that Spencerville ever led tonight? I don't think so. You have a microphone. You can say things. You don't have to shake your head.
We were tied at 4.
Okay.
And then Columbus Grove, I think, established themselves.
There's a drive inside. A little bit of contact will lead to a foul. Still don't know if that's going to get the Spencerville fans happy.
Now Gavin Barraza, his first one. You might think you can close out on Spencerville on the perimeter, but you take one false step, they are by you. And these guards for Spencerville are quicker than a hiccup.
This is the 4th foul on Grove, so the next one does send Spencerville to the free throw line for the rest of the night. Lob comes in. Here's Orr. It's the kick out. Corner 3 hits the heel of the iron. And before anyone is able to grab the rebound, we've got a foul.
I think they're going to whistle. Owen Sensabaugh. A little bit of a push underneath against Barraza. Well, if this is the back in the era of the Fab 5 with Michigan, that was a play on. They did that all the time. You're allowed to do that.
Is the 4th foul on Owen. So now Trenton Barraza will shoot the double bonus at the Lee's famous recipe chicken free throw line. His first one is no good. He'll get one more. It's a huge opportunity for Grove to extend this lead. 2:57 left to play. Barraza again splits the pair.
If I'm defending Owen Sensabaugh the rest of this game and he dribble drives against me, I am trying to draw a charge. Put that official in a bad spot.
There's a drive. It's going to lead to a foul here as we see the replay.
Yeah, Basinger was going to say I was straight up and down, but the left arm clearly is going forward.
He's going to pick up his third, so here's Will Sensabaugh shooting 2. Lee's famous recipe chicken free throws. Where he knocks down his first one. So Will up to 11. 8-point lead for Grove. Now it'll go to 7.
Now Spencerville will pick up full court now.
Grove's going to send someone deep, but Bearcats right on top of that. Inbound going to be taken away. And now an offensive foul on Will Sensabaugh.
Now watch Hopkins. He's going to slide. And then the forearm of Sensabaugh connects. And Hopkins says, yes, sir. I drew that one.
That is the second on Will. Non-shooting foul. So Grove still has the inbound with 2:44 to go. They can't find anything. So the Bulldogs will have to take a Metzger Financial Services timeout. Helping you plan your financial future. Call 419-225-6067 or visit MetzgerFinancialServices.com.
Yeah, Spencerville really upset. Kevin Sensabaugh wanted the 5-second call before the timeout. Did not get it.
Our game tonight brought to you by Charles River in Spencerville, the premier pharmaceutical chemical research facility in Northwest Ohio is hiring. Visit jobs.criver.com to apply today.
A nice shot of that Columbus Grove bench going to the official, wanting to know, it was a made bucket. Are we allowed to move even after the timeout on the inbound? Getting clarification by the official.
At the conclusion of this one, Miles and I will have to select a Stolly Insurance Hustle Award winner. Make sure you check out highlights tonight's Stolly Insurance Hustle Award winner on the WOSN YouTube page. So do I say 2:44 in regulation?
It just might be.
As Spencerville fans who wanted the 5-second, they're helping out the official, counting to 5 on the inbound.
The way this Spencerville team can shoot and play defense, you just can't count them out ever.
Long pass goes ahead to Braza. Trent's going to lose the handle, and a foul's going to be called on Grove. Oh, my.
That might have been a knockout punch had Braza been able to come up with it and connect on a layup. Not able to get the handle on it, and Spencerville now goes from maybe a 9-point lead, then now cutting into it on the foul.
It's going to be the second foul on Braza. So here's Will Sensabaugh to shoot the double bonus at the least famous recipe chicken free throw line. He'll get the first one. It's going to be a 2-possession game. Still enough time. 2:38 left in our fourth quarter clock.
Yeah, 2:38 is an eternity.
For Grove, they're going to do everything they can to get that clock to run in double time. Spencerville fans are going to help count, I believe, every inbound that's going to come in on their end of the floor for the rest of the night.
Almost got a travel call.
Instead, a reach as Owen Sensabaugh will be caught. That's going to be his 5th. So he will exit, and that's going to be a big blow to the Bearcats.
And the Columbus Grove student section.
They might let him know about that.
Yeah, just waving to him, being very polite, saying goodbye. And that is a big moment. And Kevin Sensabaugh telling him, as a coach, you got to know, 2:28 left. You can't pick that one up.
So he exits with 13 points. So Brady Basinger will go to the least famous recipe chicken free throw line. The first one's no good.
Now that Owen is out of the game for Spencerville, Will and Carter Orr, Will Sensabaugh and Carter Orr going to have to really step forward.
Carter Orr playing with 4 fouls as well.
So is Gavin Schwartz. Still a 2-possession game, though.
Here is Will Sensabaugh. Stops, pops. Can't get the 3 to go. Or gets the miss. Tries to muscle it back in. Third effort's up and good. And we've got ourselves a Metzger Financial Services timeout.
Now Spencerville going to call a timeout here. A 30-second timeout. They wanted a foul. They thought that Carter Orr had been contacted on a putback.
It's 2:15 left to play. We've got a Metzger Financial Services timeout, so we'll take one as well here on WOSN. 2:15 left to play. Columbus Grove's lead has shrunk again down to 4. Spencerville's done this a few times, and every time they have, Bulldogs have an answer. Spencerville also have to do it a little short-handed. Ball's deflected. Go inside. That one just spins out for Basinger. There's Will Sensabaugh. Will cuts through the lane. Lost the dribble. Grove is going to have it, and they're going to take a timeout. At least that's the early indication. As I believe Trevin Baxter had it, he's going to call a Metzger Financial Services timeout.
Yeah, I think Baxter was afraid he was going to turn it over on a traveling call had he not called the timeout. Better to keep possession and use a timeout than to turn it over and still have that timeout.
So according to our scoreboard, leads Grove with 1. Spencerville has 2. A scoreboard tonight is brought to you by Hawker Drywall and Plastering. Visit us at hawkerdrywall.com to see how we can help you. Still a minute 55 to go in a 2-possession game, so we keep mentioning it. For Spencerville, not quite concerned yet. At what point do you start to become concerned, Coach?
All coaches are concerned all the time, Randy. You could have a 20-point lead and you're still concerned. You always have those nervous moments, but Kevin Sensabaugh not having Owen on the floor, he is really concerned. There's going to have to be Will and Carter that lead the way, and then somebody else is going to have to make one of those surprising jumpers if you're going to come back and win this one.
Well, we've chronicled the foul trouble that Spencerville is in. Of their 5 players on the floor, of the 5 total on the floor, of the 10 on the floor, 4 are playing with 4 fouls. So this goes both ways. Columbus Grove having a few players in foul trouble as well. Here's the ball knocked out of bounds. It's going to stay with the Bulldogs with a minute 45 to go.
A near turnover. That trap is going to come after the half court. The dribbler has his head down. They're going to bring it from behind.
Just want to correct something. Carter Orr playing with 4 fouls. Scoreboard showing 3. Entry pass. The low block taken away is Grady Smith, who's had a quiet second half, gets involved in defense. Sensabaugh gets the kick out. Here's Grady Smith. Corner 3, no good. Rebound grabbed by Grove. There's the run out. And the layup good for Trevin Baxter.
Something that they had a lot of success with, Columbus Grove. Outlet pass for a layup in the first half, breaking out again here.
Sensabaugh able to answer with a Matt's Heating and Cooling 3-pointer. It's his 3rd of the night. And a timeout on the floor now with a minute 10 to play. 3-pointers tonight brought to you by Matt's Heating and Cooling. Is your home in the energy efficient zone? Call Matt's Heating and Cooling or go to callmattsheating.com to schedule your free estimate.
Well, you can tell he loves to dribble through his legs and get his rhythm that way. When Will Sensabaugh gets that, he is fantastic in rhythm for the 3-ball. Big players, big moments. That was big time for Will. Now a 1-possession game.
And the Metzger Financial Services timeout taken, I believe, by Spencerville with a minute 10 to go. Notice in the last timeout, nice scoreboards, great setup here at Grove. Just the one thing missing is the timeouts on the scoreboard. And the one guy that keeps score and stats and notes, he also forgot to mark the timeouts on his sheet tonight.
Well, Kevin Sensabaugh, he got up off the bench after they made the call timeout, so I did believe they gave it to Spencerville and go back to that 1-3-1-3-quarter.
Just a 1-possession game, under a minute to play. Foul is going to be committed here as Carter Orr now will have his 4th. It's going to send Kyle Hopkins to the Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken free throw line. Grove's been, say, a little shaky at the line tonight.
Well, how about that? Kyle Hopkins says, Randy Roberts, your announcer, jinx? No, sir.
Hopkins comes into the night 73% from the line, had no problem canning the first Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken free throw. Second one, can't get it to go, so we stay 2-possession game. Would have been, regardless, on the outcome of the free throw. Sensabaugh steps back, fires from deep. That was going to be no good. Offensive rebound is Grady Smith that can't get the roll. Ball's out of bounds. It's going to stay with the Bearcats.
Ooh. Both teams absolutely scrambling on the rebounds. Great job by Grady Smith to get the offensive board. I thought he was going to get it on that little baby hook, but the scramble awards them with another possession.
Will Sensabaugh to inbound. Here's Carter Orr. Carter trying to get to the basket. Carter working his way around, gets in and scores. And the Bearcats are going to use their final Metzger Financial Services timeout. So with the stoppage, 33.9 to play, let's take a timeout here in WOSN. 33.9 left to play in this one, 49-47. Bulldogs Columbus Grove leave the Bearcats of Spencerville. That 23-game Northwest Conference win streak on the line for the Bearcats. Don't know if a lot of them have come down to the wire in the final seconds.
Both teams got to be proud of their effort here tonight. But both have a long way to go to get this victory still.
And we'll have a ball out of bounds. First I thought maybe a foul was going to be called.
Jude Steeman poked it away. Landon Best was a little bit shaky with that dribble, poked it free.
Inbound comes in. Here's Brady Basinger. Basinger will find Landon Best. Best is then fouled. Gavin Schwartz got the initial contact. The whistle wasn't called. Looked at the official and goes, I'm trying to foul him. Jude Steeman does pick up his fourth. So Landon Best, who has 4 made free throws tonight, will go to the Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken free throw line with 20 seconds to go before he gets the first. Huge free throw coming here.
Yeah, with 20.6 left, make it a 2-possession game.
We'll get the free throw. And we're going to have ourselves one final Metzger Financial Services timeout here at 20 point. No, we're not, excuse me. Officials had stopped play. I thought Grove called the timeout to get the defense set. Instead, it was just to get, I believe, a substitution in. The ball movement is Grady Smith. He'll let fly from deep. Can't get the three to go. Ball is going to be picked up as Gavin Barraza is going to have it. As the Grove students are going to make some noise. As Bulldogs are going to walk to the other end of the floor and shoot a couple more Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken free throws. So Gavin Schwartz is going to foul out with 7.5 seconds to play. So here is Gavin Barraza. Missed the first Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken free throw. He'll get one more. Sends it. That one no good. And we're going to have a violation on Grove. Gavin might have been a little too anxious to come up with his own miss. Also, half a second ran off the clock, so they're going to reset the clock to 7.5. Officials making sure everyone's happy with that. Spencerville able to get it in from the volleyball line. Three's no good. One final rebound. Final second ticks away. And the 23-game Northwest Conference win streak for Spencerville comes to an end as the Bulldogs of Columbus Grove create a three-way tie atop the Northwest Conference with a 51-47 win over Spencerville. We will take a timeout. When we come back, we'll head down to the floor. Miles is going to catch up with our Stolly Insurance Hustle Award winner when we return. Big win tonight for Columbus Grove. They snapped a 23-game conference win streak for Spencerville with a 51-47 effort. Big part of that is the play tonight of sophomore Brady Basinger. He is tonight's Stolly Insurance Hustle Award winner, and he's down on the floor with Miles.
Hey, undefeated no more for Spencerville. How good does this feel?
Honestly, it feels amazing. We knew they were undefeated. It's going to be a challenge coming in, and we just did what we did and how to perform. That's what we did.
You guys knew you had to get this one to stay alive in the race. What was the mindset coming on the floor tonight?
Honestly, against Kalida, we had a slow start, so we just wanted to stay hungry and deserve that we have a spot that we're on the top, one of the top dogs in the area.
20 points for you, massive inside. You're working a lot against Carter Orr. What was your strength tonight? What did you have to do going against a big guy in their size inside?
I knew he was big coming into it. I played against him all summer. I mean, all it is just hard. You have to outwork someone that's bigger than you and show effort that you want it more, pretty much.
Yeah, this is a team you guys kind of struggled earlier in the year, but you're starting to play really good basketball. Is this your springboard? Just the moment that you say you guys have arrived, you're going to be a really good team from here on out?
Honestly, I think, yeah, we're starting to get our basketball legs back. So, I mean, only up from here pretty much.
That's outstanding. Congratulations. Half-court shot right here. No one's made it all year. Are you going to make this?
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Half-court. Let's go to this one right down here. A little bit short. The only thing that didn't go your way tonight. Congratulations. Randy, how good was this guy tonight?
He played outstanding basketball. You mentioned him, Miles. Led all scores tonight with 20. Was a force on both ends of the floor. Also gets a nice round of applause from some of his pals after shooting the half-court shot. But a big night for Columbus Grove as they create a three-way tie now atop the Northwest Conference. We want to thank everyone for making our night possible here in Grove. It starts with the great Ken Rieker, does a fantastic job each and every time. I want to thank Curtis. Great work on the camera. Gets to go home with a cake tonight, apparently. I want to thank Terry Schnipke and the great staff here at Columbus Grove. And, of course, Kelly and Nick back at our WOSN studios in Lima. So Columbus Grove gets the big win. They end Spencerville's 23-game Northwest Conference win streak with a 51-47 win over the Bearcats. So 4 Miles and our entire WOSN crew. I'm Randy Roberts. Thanks for watching, everyone.